Hey, Commanders fans, tune in because we've got some very important information coming, and you need to know everything. Here on the channel, you'll find all the latest news about our team with breaking news and everything a true Commanders fan needs to know. So, first of all, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell, because here you'll receive everything firsthand and never be out of date. Oh, and leave your like right now to strengthen this incredible community and show that Commanders fans are always there. No more ado, hang in there, because today's news is unmissable. Now, let's get straight to the point. Head coach Dan Quinn brought a healthy dose of optimism to Washington fans on Monday. During his press conference, the coach expressed confidence that wide receiver Terry McLaurin could finally return to the field in Week 6 when the Commanders face the Chicago Bears on Monday Night Football. McLaurin has missed the last 2 games due to a quadriceps injury, a problem that has caused significant concern among fans, as he is one of the team's main offensive weapons. However, Quinn emphasized that his treatment has progressed well, and that the coaching staff is encouraged by his progress. "I'm optimistic about Terry's chances of playing," Quinn said. "Having an extra day before Monday's game certainly helps. It gives him more time to show he's 100% and ready to contribute." The coach also took the opportunity to provide updates on the status of other key players on the roster. According to him, wide receiver Noah Brown and guard Sam Cosmi are also recovering well and are expected to participate in practice throughout the week. However, Quinn emphasized that any final decision will depend on their performances in upcoming sessions. Before the injury, McLaurin had been a key player in Washington's offense, racking up 10 receptions for 149 yards in the first 3 weeks of the season. His potential return would be a crucial boost for quarterback Jayden Daniels, who has been looking to regain his rhythm after a rocky start to the season. With the positive expectations surrounding McLaurin's return and the squad returning to form, the Commanders hope to head into the matchup against the Bears at full strength and ready to pursue another important victory in the 2025 campaign. Jayden Daniels responds to skeptics with a cold call after returning from injury. Jayden Daniels is a game-changer. Washington Commanders fans got another prime example of this during the dynamic quarterback's long-awaited return to the lineup in Week 5 against the Los Angeles Chargers. The game setter shook off the early rust and delivered another impeccable performance. Daniels led the Commanders to 27 unanswered points, ensuring his return to California went as planned. And the 2024 number 2 pick silenced all his pre-game skeptics with a subtle dig shortly after the game. Daniels had missed the last 2 games with a knee sprain. The Commanders were cautious, and he was forced to wear a brace. This led many to wonder if the dual threat would be able to play without limitations, making the Chargers the betting favorites ahead of the matchup. Jayden Daniels heard the questions before the Commanders' triumphant return. It didn't take long to realize that the knee brace wouldn't affect Daniels' performance. He was electrifying, making incredible plays with his arm and legs. His pre-snap command was spot on, and he led the Commanders to the finish line with minimal effort. Daniels listened to all the talk, but in the end, he let the football do the talking. It means a lot. First game back in my hometown. I can't write a better story. I've dreamed of moments like this. Tell me, how's your knee? Jayden Daniels via ESPN. He's not a big fan of talking to the press. Daniels has been angrier than ever over the past 2 weeks and has taken his frustrations out on the Chargers with an emphatic performance. Things seem to be looking up for the Commanders again. In short, the presence of their star player gave everyone much-needed encouragement at a crucial moment. If Daniels can stay healthy the rest of the way, the Commanders will be a match for almost anyone. The fear factor is back. Other influential figures are also on the way back. This will be good for Coach Dan Quinn's squad, as their brutal stretch of games has already begun. Daniels makes it all work. He's highly competitive and a master of his craft. While his focus is on football and nothing else, he's also aware of the comments made about him this season. And it was probably a gratifying feeling to shut everyone up the first time they asked. Several defining moments marked the Commanders' miraculous run to the NFC Championship game last season. Daniels' return could be one of them. NFL trade rumor could help Commanders and Chiefs address major weakness before trade deadline. A new NFL trade rumor could pave the way for the Washington Commanders and Kansas City Chiefs to address one of their biggest roster weaknesses before the trade deadline closes. Both the Chiefs and Commanders enter this season with real Super Bowl aspirations, and rightfully so. Kansas City is seeking a historic third consecutive championship, while Washington surprised the league in 2024 by reaching the NFC Championship in its first year under Dan Quinn, with rookie Jayden Daniels leading the team impressively. However, 5 weeks into the season, both teams have shown glaring vulnerabilities. Injuries to key players have impacted their offensive performance, but with players gradually returning, the biggest concern now is the running game. The problem with the running attack. In the Chiefs' case, the situation is almost unbelievable. Patrick Mahomes leads the team in rushing yards, with just 130 so far. This is a clear sign of offensive imbalance. The Commanders, however, have a more plausible explanation. The serious injury to Austin Ekeler, who ruptured his Achilles tendon in Week 2 and is out for the season. Since then, Washington has struggled to establish a consistent running attack, despite occasional strong performances from its backups. With the trade deadline approaching, a golden opportunity to fix this problem arises, and it's called Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara could be the solution. According to Ralph Vacchiano of Fox Sports NFL, there is a growing expectation that the New Orleans Saints and New York Jets will adopt a seller approach before the trade deadline. New Orleans. Football reporter Nick Underhill reinforced this information, noting that the Saints are already open to offers for some of their veterans, and Kamara is one of the top names on that list. Even entering his 9th NFL season, Kamara remains one of the most complete and versatile running backs in the league. In 2023, he recorded nearly 1,000 rushing yards, added 543 passing yards, and scored 8 touchdowns in 14 games. Solid numbers for a player with his tenure in the league. With a contract running through next season and an estimated salary cap hit of $18 million, Kamara still has a lot to offer a team needing explosiveness and consistency in the backfield. For Washington, his arrival would bring immediate stability to the offense, offering a reliable weapon in both the run and short passes, something that would perfectly match Jayden Daniels' mobile and creative style. As the Chiefs look to balance an increasingly Mahomes-dependent offense and the Commanders' search for an elite replacement for Ekeler, Alvin Kamara's potential availability could represent the ideal opportunity for both teams to address their biggest offensive flaws. With the trade deadline approaching, both Kansas City and Washington need to act quickly.